All right, so we finally got this package, and the Ice River just sent this. Thanks to Tswift, actually orders with Tswift, super great prices, and this is the AL3. Let's open it up. Well, hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna go over this Iceriver AL3 15 terahash model. So we'll open up, set it up, and by the way, I'm gonna set it up right away in Immersion tank that I have with the fog hashing tank that I have about over 8 months probably. All right, so let's open up. It seems to me that it's gonna be about the same as Casper miners, KL5, KL3, KS3, all of those miners. So let's check it out. Let's open and see how it looks. It's obviously the same way packed as Iceriver always do. And they're nice. Okay, so yeah, let's put it together. So I have to cut it off loose. Okay, looks like it's weird marks from the something, I don't know what it is, like a glue sticks. Hopefully it's not been mined on for a while, right? Okay, so it's AL3. Let me give you a little bit of a overview here. So definitely similar to old Casper miners. Exactly same bodies, they pretty much same PSU. 2 fans though. Did good or bad? It's probably good because 3 fans were failing. What else there? Yeah, looks exactly the same. So I'm gonna have to open up. We'll look at the board because I need to remove this fence anyway, put the fence spoofers and get it ready for immersion mining. I'm just gonna dunk it because I don't want to waste power on this fans, and I have space in my well, not space, because one of the KS5L is not profitable, so I had to shut them down, so I have space in the tank to swap it and kind of run it there anyways, because the pump is running for my coolant there. All right, so let's open up. All right, so I took this fence off pretty easily. The one that on front or in the back, what is it, wherever, on the side that PSU, those cables goes under PSU, you have to either remove the whole bars completely or remove the PSU, kind of slide out the PSU. I don't know, I don't want to kind of ruin the bars much there anyways, because I have extra PSU just in case if something happened. So I'm gonna easily now remove this 2 fans. I already removed the other 2 fans, so looks like same control board as every other board, right? So anyways, let me get this out, put the PSU back and get it ready for going into the Oh, and I need to get these adapters for the fans, those spoofers, because the they're a little different. They just have regular fan spoofers. I need to get these cables from the other one of my KS5L, I guess, for now. Anyways, let's get this ready. I'll remove the rest of the screws and get it out. Alright, so I have all the fans here. I usually put them back in the back and back in the box. So if I need to put it back together, it's ready to go. Then I need to find them somewhere else. And I need to go back to the shed and we'll get these spoofers connected because I don't have them here. So let's wrap this up and we'll go to the shed. It's pretty noisy there, but stay with me. Alright, here is my two favorite miners, just miners. It was a little more profitable when the ETC went up quite a bit. Now it dropped a little bit, but it's still profitable and it heats up the room. And this AL2 light create a lot of heat and it's very, very small. That's what I like about it because it's super cool, nice, and I have the video how much heat it's producing, and it's 79 degrees next to here, next to the miner, but really it's just about 72, 73 in the room, which is really nice for winter. It's about 30, was 36 outside this morning. Really nice heaters, super quiet, you can't even hear them. So I have them run it here in the room and it's great, been great. Had to remove this AL3 sticker because what's gonna happen is it's gonna basically separate anyway and it will circulate in the fluid. I had that problem with the other few miners. So I put them in this plastic box. That's where the KS5L gonna go into that box when I pull it. So I'm gonna go to the shed and we're gonna move that here. All right, so we are in my shed. Surprisingly, it's not that loud in here because it's cooler. Today is a cooler day and all these fans on Octomine are running like at 20 to 30%. So super quiet. Even just miners, those X1U or wherever, XU1 through wherever it is, they usually super loud. Anyway, so let's get to our tank and we're gonna pull that one, the KS5L, that it's off right now, and we swap them with the AL3. All right, so let's do it. I'll open up the tank. I'm gonna pull it out, disconnect the power cord first, Ethernet cable out. Alright, and this cable gets pretty stiff unless you get special one, but I don't care about stiffness because all it is just staying there. It's already shaped the way it's shaped, so it's gonna be super hard to change any direction, those cables. So when I pull this miner out, typically when I turn on the power, probably off, just to make sure you're not getting electrocuted, but I want to drain as much as possible of that cooling fluid, because that's going to be a mess and I don't want to waste it. Alright, so I'm going to just drain all the way out, one corner, the other corner, flip it a little over. It does take a while to drain everything, so I'm not going to wait too long. I'm just going to drain majority, like 99%, and let the rest of it sit in that plastic box. Yeah, looks like majority of that fluid is out. And I'm gonna need to take these handles and put it to the AL3 unit, and then we're gonna dunk it, connect it, and we'll see how it works on the pool. I'm gonna connect to separate account on, probably we'll start on K1. I don't know, should I start K1 pool? It's kind of with AL boxes, is with AL miners, a lithium. I have better luck sometimes on the hum pool, sometimes on the K1 pool. With the larger units, usually on K1 pool, it's a little bit better. So I'm gonna start with K1 pool on one of my accounts on the separate. I'll just keep track on the when can we ROI this unit. All right, so let's move it to the tank right there. So the rest of the fluid gonna drain here in that tank. All right, so I'm just gonna keep it in there. And I'm gonna have to remove these handles, obviously, so we can use it on the other machine, all right? So I have my drill gun here. Let's pull them out. Oh, and I need to open up and get actually my fan spoofers. So let me get the handles. I'm gonna just leave them inside there because they're all wet in the fluid. Alright, so then I will open up this guy here. So it's only one screw on one side for some reason. That's fine. Let's flip it over. Thinking maybe this unit is not the one I want to pull out, or it is. Yeah, it is. It's actually have those the same connectors for the fan, which is great. All right, so oh, look at this. Whoa, what? It's actually 5 inches longer, so probably it's more like KS5L. The length of the unit. I kind of underestimate. It's not really same length as the KS3, the longer unit definitely. But it should work because my KS5M, about the same probably length, works fine. Okay, so those are the fan spoofers I use. Those came actually with the fork hashing kit, so everything was there already. So now I have to put them in there, put the cover back in, put the handles, and get it ready to go. So I can probably temporarily close this lid off. move it out a little bit. There's so much stuff going on here. Literally no space. Alright, so first getting this fence hookers in. Okay, flip this camera around. Just like that. And your fence puffer is just going back. Doesn't matter what direction, but I usually put 2 and 2. So, oh, those are my self-made adapters. Okay, well, that's fine. So I put 2 here, and then I put 2 next to right there. Shouldn't really matter which way I'm going, as long as they're all properly connected all the way in. Alright, then I'm gonna toss it right under this cable so it's not anywhere. And we're gonna get this cover. And another sticker that's probably going to separate. Warranty sticker, probably want to get removed. Bunch of stuff, yes, all these stickers can get separated easily. Alright, so I can put the screws back in. There's one black screw that goes on one end. No problem. Then I have this 2 screws. Also, I'd like to remove this screen on the back just to keep a little bit more of a fluid flow through the unit. Ideally, I'd like to kind of flip it, but it's a little difficult process, so we'll see if that works this way nicely. If not, then we'll have to flip the unit. It will require a couple more steps, creating little legs. But I don't know if I can do it on this unit nicely, but let's see. First, gotta be careful with this handle. I don't want to lose this screw drop inside the miner. That will be tough. Okay, so one handle. Oops. Oh my god. They're stainless steel, so they're not like magnetic screws, obviously, a lot harder to deal with. Okay, one handle up. Let's go for the second. All right, and the unit perfectly ready to go in water. So let's get to the actual tank right over there, so you guys could see what we're gonna do. Since it's a new unit, I don't need to clean it. I'm just gonna slowly dump it in this warm bath. All right, so it looks like it's tiny. This is KS5M. This is a AL3, so it looks like just about an inch shorter, but a couple inches taller than the other miners. You could see the KS5L. Actually, this KA3 is also pretty tall, similar. So it's almost like KA3. This AL3 box, okay? AL3 miner, Ice River. All right, so let's connect the power. I need to turn the switch on the PSU. Connect that power cable. Cable's pretty stiff. Why I cannot connect, I don't know. One more try. But it feels different. Oh, the cable is the other way. Wow. Why is this PSU has different direction? I don't know, to be honest, have no clue. All right, so it's all the way in. I got my hand wet. All right, and let's get the Ethernet port in. Okay, so now which one it is? It's a number 2 port, so I only have number 3 running here on the on this PDU. It's really nice PDU, the Ethernet connected PDU. So I have to switch the power on. I can do it from computer or from the phone, just going on the web browser to this IP address. So let's see, can I go to menu and just turn from here? I never tried actually. Yeah, that's more complicated. Up, down, alarm, run. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to shut something down. So let me just go on the phone, turn it up, turn the power on, and we'll see this number 2 connected. So I'm gonna unplug it, so we'll connect real time. This number 2, I'll turn the power on and we'll come back. All right, so I went to my desktop screen, turned on this PDU port through the Ethernet basically, and now let's connect this cable. All right, so we'll be powering this unit up. 1, 2, 3, boom. Let's see. All right, so we start getting blinking on the PSU. All lights are red. It's probably not gonna start mining, depending if the initial settings on the pool from Iceriver. If it is, it will start mining just to their wallet. So let me close up. I'll just wait, make sure the unit gets to the stage where the green, both of those green lights start blinking, or wherever the one green light's supposed to just be on all the time. And we'll be going and checking. Alright, can I see these lights? Yeah. Alright, so I still have red, all 4 of them on. It usually takes about 1 to 2 minutes. Alright, so we have the green light start blinking. That's supposed to blink, right? Not solid red. That's just for DG. DG1 has like a solid green. I think the rest of these miners, because I flipped them all the way around, they just have blinking green. So that means it's connected to pool. Good news, we are on the pool, but I need to switch the pool. I'm gonna go to computer, switch to K1 pool, and I'll show you how much power. Oops, the light is off. My lights is on the timer, so I'll show you how much power that we're consuming with this unit. We have solid green on the PSU, blinking green on the unit. So that's all for the AL3. And let's go check the temperatures, check the hash rate, and check the power usage, all that stuff. All right, so I am in the web GUI of PDU, and you could see my AL3 that I just connected start mining at 232 volts, and it's 3256 power consumption. So it's tiny bit more than the KS5M, just maybe 10 watts more, so not a huge difference. So it's pretty much the same as KS5M and KS5Ls. So let's get connected to the pool. So first I need to find the miner. So I'll show you guys how I'm doing it. All right, so we're gonna use Iceriver management tool or miner management tool. So it's available on Iceriver website. I'll show you guys how to find it if you go iceriver.io. And by the way, these miners are sold out now, and also they removed KS2 Lite for some reason completely. So it looks like they probably working on some different version or replacement for that. So let's go to all the way to the bottom. There's gonna be tutorial here at the on the second column, almost at the very bottom, and you click on that tutorial, and you'll have the firmware here and batch processing tool. So that's where you can download this batch tool, English version, Chinese version. It looks a little different now. Maybe they got something new, I don't know. It's 2 versions, this one, okay. This is just a PDF of it. Okay, we don't need that. And this is the actual tool in the manual. Okay, so if I click download English, probably gonna get about the same tool. So let me see. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, looks like about the same tool. So only when you download English version, it's kinda shows up in Chinese, I guess. I don't know. This is V1023, so that's the one I had opened. And what's going on with the second one? Oh yeah. So if you download English, it's gonna be in Chinese, and you have to switch the language there, which I don't know where, or you could download Chinese version and it's gonna be a regular. So I don't know why they did it this way. I guess it's just keep there screwed up the way it was before. So anyways, we just gonna open that tool and simply going to find, how do we find this IP address? So we'll go monitor management tool. Okay, gonna open it up and I'll show you guys. So I'm gonna select the IP. So you have to click mine your IP, and I already added a bunch of this selection, so it's easier for me to get. But you can click on the plus here, and when you do plus, you add in the extra row, and then on that row you're gonna set it up the ones that you need, and you can also delete ones that's selected. So for example, if I don't need that extra row, I can click here negative and it will delete those. So now I only gonna search IP that I know that's between, it's connected. So it's probably from 60, roughly 5 to 254. So that one, I'm gonna select only one line. You can do multiple if you want. And I'm gonna click OK here or save. And now I'm gonna start scan. It takes actually a while, so I'm gonna let it run and I'll come back once it's finished. I'm gonna click here, show only connected, and we'll come back in probably a few minutes because it takes really about a couple minutes. All right, so it took about 2.5 minutes probably to scan all my IP addresses on the network for Ice River devices, and look at that, I found a bunch of them. It's probably over 20, right? So how do I know which one? And by the way, now I could see a few of them, it has 0 gigahash, which means they're not running and I need to restart them. So once in a while you have to check on these guys, because see, like my RX04, RX02, and then the other one is not doing anything. So the 3 of the miners, right? But how did I find my AL? So AL3, first of all, you can go by the worker name, because that would be not your name, something like specifically like different completely name that usually Ice River comes with the factory of the Ice River. So if I slide it down, I'll show you how the name looks, because it's gonna be like ends with the Ice River. None of the other ones have that. Or also I go by time and I click on the time, and this will be one of the just started 12 minutes, so right on the top. So that's the easiest way to find them. Then you click on this IP address and you open the page. So when you open first time, you're gonna select login admin and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. And now we are in the miner here, right? So I need to set my pool, worker name, all that stuff. So I'm gonna grab it from K1 pool and simply go to here to the mining settings right there on the top, second on the left there. And I'm gonna change all these pools are actually on the home pool. I'm gonna leave it on the home pool and test it out first. Then I'll switch to K1 pool, I don't know, or should I start with the K1 pool? Kind of hard. I'll probably put it on the same, so let's see. So I'm gonna move this miner closer to the top list, and I'll probably just go to my will be easy KS3M account because it's separate for AL. Gonna duplicate and grab that address right from here. So I'm gonna copy this mining address here. I'm gonna go to the settings, and that's my wallet worker name. So I'm gonna paste it here, and I can set instead of KS5M, I'm gonna put AL3. That's number 1, so that's the only one I have, so that's it. And I can copy this and paste to every single one of them, and then I'm gonna move. So what's the address for AL? So lithium, what do they recommend? I'm gonna go to start mining, and click to a lithium mining pools ALPH. Here you go, lithium. All right, so it gives me options of the pools here, and it's actually listed AL3 already here with this specific pool. This is Europe. I'm gonna switch to US, so that's easier. And just gonna copy this stratum. All right, so we're gonna copy this AL3 stratum, move it here, and replace it in that pool name. All right. Okay. I'm gonna leave the last one for Humpool because I'm probably gonna create one for Humpool later. All right, just in case. So, and I'm gonna click save here on the right. Okay. And once it switches to the pool, it will be connected to the other pool there. Okay, so it's showing connected to K1 pool, and it started to get an accepted shares. I already have one. Typically, when you switch to the new pool, you will not need to restart the miner, but sometimes you do. But if you're in the same pool but different worker name, if you switch in worker name, you definitely need to reboot the miner. Okay, so now I have to go back here and log in to my K. They have that. I can go to my mining status for lithium, and here you go. So it should appear here. Probably will take a few minutes, I guess. We start getting accepted shares, but let's see, 4, okay. May need to reboot the miner. That just gets quicker to connect. I'm not sure, but it's still 13 gigahash, so not quite 15. Not sure why. Yeah, and nothing on K1 pool yet. So number 1. Yeah, looks like correct address, everything correct. Very small, only 4 accepted shares. So it looks like it's really slowly getting up. I'm probably just better off rebooting the miner because it may gonna appear here, but it's may not gonna be properly set up. So I'll reboot it all the way around for maybe half an hour, and I'll come back and I'll show you guys result. So when I click reboot, you could see it dropped the power to 200 watts. And that's where it takes like a minute to kind of reboot, and it drops the power like almost to 13 watts. Then it's gonna come back to about 200 watts, and then it's gonna boost up to 3200. So that's when we know that the miner fully started. It usually takes about 5 minutes to fully, I guess, go in full, but right now it's booting up. So in the certain watts, it's just kind of booting process. So yeah, we'll see when it goes back, and we'll check it out, the wattage and how it's on the pool connected and stuff like that. It shows connected only 16 seconds. And let's see, yeah, still 13 watt. Okay, it went to 178 watts, so it started booting process, and hopefully we'll get that in a couple more minutes, full connection there, and 3200 watts or 3250, whatever it was before. All right, guys, so it's been 1 hour and 30 minutes on K1 pool, and we don't get any better result here. It's nothing have to do with the pool. I guess, in my opinion, it's just the miner itself not performing. I guess to the top of the hash rate, my average 30 minutes, 13.6 terahash. So there was few times I went to 14.2 but never to 15 terahash. So I'm not sure, it's just probably my silicon battery here. I guess I'm gonna try to switch to Humpool, see if any difference, but I guess not gonna be huge. So here on the K1 pool showing the 30 minutes average 13.9 terahash, so a little bit closer to 14, but still a little bit under. 3 hours average still 12.4, a little bit lower. Coins per day 1675. So yeah, it just basically that's what I've got on K1 pool. I'll be tracking down, probably gonna try switching to Humpool, see if it gets any better for me. Sometimes Humpool works better for me, sometimes K1 pool. And I'll just keep on track of this AL3. We'll see how many coins we mine, and let's check actually what do we need to mine in order to ROI. So on the day when I purchased the miner, the lithium price was so I bought it about a month ago. Let's see, the lithium right now $1.30, so obviously I could buy a little bit more right now, but let's take a look. About a month ago it was $1.74, $1.90, or probably around $2 when I purchased that, and it actually jumped close to all the way to 280 about a month ago. So you've been already about close to 350 before the highest, 380, right? So the 380, what's the all-time highs here? It's all-time highs, there's 386 on February 27. So it's been kind of going down a little bit, but overall it's still kind of high from the previous lows, where it used to be just 10 cents, 14 cents like Casper right now, but it's holding up $1.35. So it's kind of cool to see, and I wonder where it's gonna go to this bull run, altcoin bull runs. Is it over for lithium, or it still has a little bit way to go? So, but regardless, so months ago it was around $1.90, about $2 I think when I purchased here, somewhere around here, December, beginning of December, right before the hype when it went to almost to 80. So I would buy, so it cost me $37.90 I paid for it. All right, so let's do a little calculation here. I'll do this, let's zoom in so we could see that. My calculations right here. Okay, so I spent $3,790 delivered with Tswift. He got the best prices, so go check it out, guys, if you're looking for any hardware. I have the links to his Telegram, bunch of scams. Make sure you contact the right person, right? So I would purchase 1,895 lithiums at that day. Now, if it was all-time high for when it was 280, not all-time high, but when it hit this time, all-time high, I would only purchase 1,354. So 19 coins a day, so that equals this divided by 19 lithium a day. So it would take me 71 days to ROI, but minus the price of the electricity, so obviously a lot more. Now, before we go there, it's actually, I would buy probably about 2. So it will take me about 3.5 months to mine this amount of lithium. So that doesn't mean it's gonna ROI the price of a lithium. I mean, the rewards probably gonna drop pretty quickly as a lithium network hash rate gonna grow. It's been growing kind of steadily, but with the bigger miners, I guess it may grow a little bit higher now. And also depends on the price of the lithium. But Right now it dropped a little bit, so I guess the network hash rate doesn't go that crazy up yet. Depending how many units were sold by other miners, there's a lot of big boys were sold out. Yeah, so I don't know. Roughly 24. So my electrical cost about $9 a day. It's a $9 for electric. Just put here $9 electrical, right? So my profit there, it's actually probably $9.50 because I'm at 12 cents. And also, what's interesting is the power consumption, I guess, lower, but because I remove all the fans, typically I see the lower numbers there. So like I said, let's go back to that power level. Let's see where we are. Oh, I'm in the wrong screen. Okay, so it's 3260. So yeah, I'm getting 3260 with the fans. With external fans, I would probably get close to 3400 watts. I mean, if it's running like 20-30%, probably less, maybe like 33 to 3350, at least 100 watts more. But if it's hotter environment, it will go probably to 3450, something like that. So it's a little under 3500 watts, so that makes me think that my board's just not performing to the full power, or something with the PSU. It's just correcting the hash rate so it doesn't over draw the power maybe. Although I think I have enough power on the PSU still extra. So I'm not 100% sure. It's just probably the silicon here. That's what we have in here on that hash rate, 30 minutes average, right? So still under 14 terahash, 13 and a half actually. So it's a little bit disappointing, but since the power consumption a little bit less, I guess, let's just look at the efficiency. So what it listed for, it's 3500 watts, 15 terahash, and I'm getting 3250 at 13, let's say, and a half. So let's see the efficiency, how many watts per terahash. 15 divide by this, 233 watts per terahash and 240 watts. So my efficiency a little bit worse because I'm spending 240 watts per terahash. Okay. Yeah. Hash rate, but yeah. So to get to that unit, I have to be like 3200 for my, or 3150 for my hash rate. Yeah, really, or I need to be at 14 terahash at least to be 3200, 3250. Yeah, then it's closer to original listing efficiency. So anyways, that's what I have there. I'm gonna let it run. And see what's gonna happen there. It's gonna adjust a little more for K1 pool. So really ROI is the, so let's check the hash rate.no. What is that telling us? On hash rate.no, we have this unit. It's on number 10. It's actually number 10 in the list here on the profitability. And we have that right there over, supposed to be making 16 lithium a day. So it's kind of dropped. It was at 19 just a little bit ago. So it looks like we are getting the network hash rate picking up. That's my guess. So anyway, so that's gonna take a longer already. So yeah, so a lot of, so it's probably, I'm thinking more close to about 6 months to a year ROI. It's more realistically and depending, just to get the same amount of coins and hopefully some coins for the power consumption. So this way it's kind of like in the 6 months range. So there is no way it's gonna get 3.5 months amount of coins to ROI. So more close to a year, that's what usually you see. But look at the price of the units right now, and obviously the ROI shows right now 877 days, which is more or less realistic. It's at $12 a profit right now, so it's dropping. It's the average was 15.97, so right now 12.50. So really let's see what it is, minus electrical rate, so $15 that I was calculating right here. And let's see, so that's the profits, and it's gonna fluctuate, so have to take that with a grain of salt. Or it's never gonna be like stable at 15. It was at some point going to almost $30 a day, just a clear profit, and then drop to, now it's going to be 12 and probably going lower, and then also depending on the price of the lithium. So based on the $15, let's say a day average right now, 24 hours, it's going to be equal the amount divided by this a day. If we're going to have stable amount of the this profit going on, so it's gonna take 252 days. That's almost what's close to 9 months. Divide by roughly 38.4 months. So here you go. Basically, my calculation close to a year. That's probably more or less reasonable, but at the price I got it. So right now, if you're spending like 6,000 or 5,000 or more, I think it's 5,200 or 5,500, the cheapest you could find. And definitely gonna go over a year and more, because of the network hash rate will probably increase pretty quickly with the new asics deliveries. So yeah, $37.90, that was a pretty good deal, I think, at that time. So anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Let's see, one more thing I want to check and show you on the, I need to activate actually, let's see if I can click on that power button so we can see the temperature. All right, so the temperature of the tank is 47 degrees Celsius here. I could activate it with this finger bot to see the temperature on fog hash and tank. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you like it, click the like button. If you don't, click it anyways, and we'll see you guys on the next video.